Hello everybody, this is BlackBlood1645 here to bring you another impulse review. And if you can't tell from the background, today's review is going to be Watchmen the movie. Well, I just saw Watchmen the movie, and here are my comments. It is a good movie. I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, talked about it, it's a good movie. As a movie itself, keep in mind I'm judging this as a movie. So, there's really nothing much to complain about. Basically, the movie delivers what it is. It's more or less a faithful retelling of this book here. But I can't help feeling that if you compare it, well, now I'm doing the comparison between the book and the movie itself. I can't help feeling that, I don't know, the movie is kind of like a dumbed down version of the book. I guess it's to be expected because, well, the movie for whatever reason is being mass marketed. Well, I guess, well, Warner Bros. Do want to make some money, so duh. And because of that, we got a lot of dumbing down of certain characters. For example, Osmosis. Well, he's one of the characters that's been dumbed down a lot. I mean, he's practically a different character from what he is in the from the comic book to the movie. I mean, for one thing, in the movie he actually comes out as a bad guy. Yes, I know he is the bad guy of the book and the movie. It's just that in the comic book itself, he's not exactly. He doesn't look like the villain part. I mean, he looks like your typical superhero Boy Scout character. I mean, somebody who looks like if you're short of $5, he'll probably give it to you. But in the movie, he just comes out as cold and coarse, which I don't understand why they have to play that part. I guess how do I say this? I guess this is what some hardcore fans were afraid of. They actually dumbed these characters down, so to make these characters a lot more accepting to the mainstream audience. For example, they can't imagine like a Boy Scout type of character, goody two shoes type of character committing mass genocide. And let's see, that's a little bit of spoiler, but then again, come on, this book's been around for 20 years. And oh yeah, that's another thing I'd like to advise you guys who have watched the movie or going to watch the movie. Read the book. It's honestly better. Not saying that, like I said, I'm saying that the movie's bad. It's just that the book is better. Or get the audio DVD or audio movie or whatever the hell is coming out. Speaking of which, oh yeah, that's another thing. I heard a lot of hardcore fans are fighting about this. Basically, you see, in the original book, the ending had this giant alien squid thing, or genetically engineered squid, whatever, and it was not in the movie, which a lot of hardcore fans are kind of pissed off about it. For me, I didn't really care that much about the squid, but it did change a lot, especially about the ending. But of course, for all you hardcore fans there, calm down. On the DVD, they have the squid. I mean, that's what I heard. I heard they're going to have the giant squid in the DVD. So if you want to see the giant squid, in the movie, well, it's in the DVD. So you just have to wait. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's another thing that I kind of don't like about the movie. I'm just being a critic. I'm being a hater here. So bear with me. That's it. It's not a bad movie. It's a great movie. You have the time, you got the money, watch it. It's worth it. Now going back to my point, there's a couple of things I don't like about the movie. For example, okay, the fight scenes. I mean, being from the director, the same guy who directed 300. This little piece of cinematic. Let's see, this little movie here. Yeah, I mean, if you guys see this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, you're going to have that bullshit slow-mo speed up type of fight, which I kind of feel was completely abused in this movie. I mean, for 300 I can understand, because the book itself was only like 3 books. This Watchmen here, this thing is like 12 issues, and because of that bullshit slow-mo fights, it kind of takes a lot away. I mean, certain scenes had to be sacrificed to make these fights longer and supposedly make it epic. I mean, there are a lot of scenes that I felt that should have been in the movie. For example, the death of Hour 1. I mean, I would love to see that fight. Granted, it'll be a fight, but at least it'll give you some sort of conclusion to what happened to Hour 1. Because in the movie, you don't really get to see that much of the character. Sure, he was there in the opening scene. That's about it. And another thing, I guess, well, this is a part of the movie that I'm kind of upset about. Is that Rorschach's role has been kind of downplayed. I mean, he is still a main character. It's just that you don't get to see a lot of him as much as in the book, obviously. I mean, I guess for you guys who have seen the movie and read the book, you know what I'm talking about. You see in the book itself, Rorschach had this little confrontation with his landlady, and every now and then you can see his confrontation with the landlady building up and building up. And there's one part where Rorschach actually snaps at her, basically threatens to practically beat her up or something. I felt I felt as let's see, as for let's say a fan of the book, and especially a fan of Rorschach, I felt that scene needed to be there because, well, like I said, obviously Rorschach, and it kind of does play out. Well, it kind of plays. I can understand why they cut that out because it kind of plays a big role in the movie, but still, every bullshit scene, every bullshit fight scene that you see there, let's see, all the slow-mo speed up fights takes away some part of the narrative of the movie. I mean, for example, in the movie they don't actually tell you why Dr. Manhattan has that hydrogen symbol. I mean, you get to see he actually made the hydrogen symbol. He didn't tell you why, and basically they didn't explain it for you. I mean, sure, they did show his origin story almost to the full. I say almost because, like I said, they did mention the whole hydrogen symbol. Like I said, if you want to know why he has the hydrogen symbol, the book. And what else? What other bullshit things that I can talk about? Yeah, that's right, about osmosis. Basically, he's practically a supervillain in this one. Seriously, I mean, this guy is one maniacal laugh away from becoming your typical comic book supervillain. Which is not the character at all. That's not him. At least not the one in the book anyway. It's just that he really in the movie just comes out as a typical comic book supervillain. I was kind of disappointed about that, especially with osmosis. Besides that, everything is top notch. I mean, let's see, Night Owl 2 is who he is, basically. Let's see, an owl-shaped superhero. Let's see, who's long to be wearing the cape and cowl once more. And what else is there? Like I said, for Rorschach, despite being downplayed a lot in this movie, he still comes out he's still Rorschach. I mean, it's just that he doesn't have that many scenes that he had in the book, but still, Rorschach is Rorschach. I mean, they're kicking ass, taking names. Yep. And another thing is, oh yeah, that's right. About Silk Spectre, both 1 and 2. Oh yeah, a lot of people say that okay, those two women can't act for shit. I mean, basically they're wooded as all hell. Personally, well, maybe because I didn't really care. Basically, my complete focus was on Rorschach. Maybe that's why I didn't really give a damn though. What else is there? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually tell you guys that I couldn't bring you any footages of the premiere, but what I can do is actually show you a swag that I got. And this swag here is actually a reprint of Watchmen 1. I'm not too sure it's worth anything, but still, it's a cool cover. I mean, it's pretty neat if you collect comic books. Something to just keep it in your collection, I guess. Just to give you a good look here. Look, see, that's all. What else is there? Oh yeah, that reminds me. That the additional scenes they actually put in the movie, the Richard Nixon cartoon. Let me make that clear. Sorry, that Richard Nixon wannabe. He just comes out as that really cartoonish Richard Nixon parody. I mean, I'm just waiting for him to go like, "Oh, this can't be happening." Honestly, why is he even there? Those Richard Nixon scenes didn't do anything for me. I mean, if they want so-called pad the story more, they could, let's see, I don't know, again, elaborate more on Rorschach's character. Basically, they didn't really elaborate on his character much. They didn't tell you why he has the mask and all that. Well, let's see, according to the timer here, it's almost 10 minutes, so I guess I better wrap this up. So, again, Watchmen, great movie. See it if you can. Plus, if you see it, you love it, get the book. That's all for me, Blackbird 16.5. See you guys later.